To troubleshoot Alchemy REST API, start by understanding the basics of API requests and responses. Alchemy REST API is a powerful tool for building blockchain-based applications. But like any complex system, it can be prone to errors and issues. First, ensure you have the correct API endpoint and key. The API endpoint is the URL where you send your requests, and the API key is used to authenticate your requests. Double-check that your API key is valid and properly formatted. Next, verify that your API request is correctly formatted. Alchemy REST API uses standard HTTP request methods such as GET, POST, and PUT. Make sure you are using the correct method for your specific request. Also, check the request payload, which is the data sent with your request. Ensure that the payload is in the correct format, usually JSON, and that all required fields are included. If you are receiving an error response, check the status code and error message. Alchemy REST API uses standard HTTP status codes to indicate the result of your request. A status code of 200 indicates a successful request, while a status code of 400 or 500 indicates an error. Common issues with Alchemy REST API include invalid API keys, incorrect request formatting, and network connectivity issues. To resolve these issues, try regenerating your API key, reformatting your request, or checking your network connection. Best practices for troubleshooting Alchemy REST API include logging your requests and responses, using a debugger or testing tool, and checking the Alchemy REST API documentation for examples and troubleshooting guides. By following these steps and best practices, you can quickly identify and resolve issues with Alchemy REST API and get back to building your blockchain-based application. Remember to always check the API documentation and seek support from the Alchemy community if you need further assistance.